car. This is my 2003 Chevrolet Impala. This was given to me by my grandparents in 2011 after my freshman year of college because I lived off campus and I needed a car, and they very generously gave me this Chevrolet Impala, which they bought new, and it only had about 30,000 miles on it. At the time, it has over 150,000 miles on it, so I've put a lot of miles on this car. This car has a lot of memories attached to it, and I'm not really much of a car person, and the fact that I'm finally getting a new car is very overdue. This car has not had AC in years, so it's been pretty much a torture to drive, but it's been too much to fix financially as opposed to just getting a brand new car, which I've just been putting off for an unfortunate amount of time, mostly just due to the nostalgia and just the significance of this car being my grandparents' car. But I don't know, you can see inside just the upholstery is just completely ripping off here. The covers for the speakers, they just disintegrated years ago when I replaced them with these Mickey hands. I've had this flounder back here just for so long. You can see how faded that it is. I've cleaned out the entire car and just some like more notable stuff that I've had in here. I've had these CDs in here since I can remember. I burned so many different CDs because I drove this car pretty much everywhere. I drove this car up to the mountains. I drove it to and from college when I lived in Pensacola. And in the glove box, this map has been in there just forever, and in the center console there. So this is something that my grandfather specifically kept. This is his like little book of just car information that he always kept and sort of passed down to us. So this is from when he originally had a 1988 Lincoln Town car, which then he was able to trade in for a 2003 Chevrolet Impala. This is my grandfather's handwriting, and it had 276 miles on it at the time, and just the amount of miles that have been put on it since then. And I did keep up with this just sort of in honor of that. And he would just keep all the specifics of just the date, the miles on the car, the amount of gas that he put in the car, and how much it cost, and then wherever it was. And it's always fun to look back at just how much gas used to cost. And he would put like specifics in here too about oil changes and if the car just needed, I don't know, just to be taken into the shop pretty much. So that's just like a little bit of my grandfather that I still have. And something else, actually I'll get to that in a minute because I wanted to talk about some other stuff up here, just like some other memories of the car. So I have these CDs that I've had burned that don't work anymore probably, but just like the memories from that. This little device has been, oh, can't even get it out, has been what I've been using to play music for just the longest time. It's worked, so that's cool, but now to have like a more modern car would be great. I drove this car down to wherever I am, Orlando, 10 years ago. It's almost been, to the month, 10 years that I have lived in Orlando. And from when I moved from Gainesville, which is where I went to college, down here to Orlando, I fit everything that I own in this car. You can still see that video on YouTube where it was probably unsafe, definitely, but just I filled up the entire car with every single possession that I owned. And up here, just the upholstery is having some issues, but like right here, I had like my massive fish tank that I used to have that ripped the upholstery here. And yeah, the interior of this car has seen better days. I shattered this because I went to a Panda Express and some guy's car died, and I tried to jump it for him. And then when I was getting in the car, my knee hit this and completely shattered it. So that's fun. In Hollywood Studios parking lot, somebody dented in my mirror here because they parked too close, or they opened their door when I was trying to pull into the spot. So many memories with this car. Like over the years, just times that I've been stranded because the car just wouldn't start or had other issues. Just the engine overheating, the amount of times that has happened is just really unfortunate. But definitely more pleasant memories than non-pleasant memories. My little green alien guy, which is going to go with me, presumably. And then finally, just in the back here, the thing that I wanted to sort of end this with, just because my grandfather is always looking out for me. Whoa! Okay. Do that again. See, that's something else that's been happening. That's super fun. Just gonna make this a one take before I drive to the dealer. So, in the back here, see if that'll stay, sort of hidden if I can get to it, is this. And I was never told about this. I just sort of found it one day. But in this, is $200 that my grandfather just hid in the back of this car, just for emergency money. And yeah, that's just something that I found one day. My grandfather passed about 10 years ago, but you know, he's still looking out for me. And yeah, so that's really special. That's something that's just stayed in the back trunk, and this is one of the last things I ever wanted to take out of this car when I inevitably sold it and traded it in, which I'm about to go do right now. So this is one last look at my Chevrolet Impala before I take it into the dealer to trade it in for a brand new car, finally, after just a very long time, but a lot of good memories. And I've made it to Mazda. I am buying a car from Mazda, not Honda and not Toyota. I decided on Mazda. I was here yesterday. So I'm pretty positive that is my car right there, but I have my title and my checkbook, and I am heading inside. But really quickly. Okay. All right, I'm inside the Mazda dealership right now. That's the color of the car that I'm getting. And I'm gonna make myself a quick hot chocolate. That's what I did yesterday. We're getting the paperwork ready to sign right over here at a table. There goes my car, being driven away, and that was not my car. This is my car. This is the Mazda CX-30 Sport, Select Sport. The S Select Sport is the car that I ended up getting here from Mazda. And who would have thought that I would have ended up with a Mazda? But this is my brand new car. I have a new car. So I'm back home, and there's Brendan and Arlo. I got a new car!
He's got a new car! It's like a new family member for whatever reason. That's what it feels like.
Isn't this cool?
This is so cool. Oh
and
my gosh.
So the shirt that I'm wearing today.
Oh, it's leather.
So I took this picture earlier before I left in my Chevrolet because I wanted to recreate this picture with my grandfather, him giving me this car just so long ago. And Brendan's enjoying the car inside. I'll show more of this probably a little bit later, but I'm really tired. So I pretty much finalized this deal yesterday. I put in a deposit for this car. Yesterday was also Farley's 10th birthday, so yesterday was a pretty big day. Right, Arlo? Right, puppy? So it is the next day, and it is daytime, so I can finally show off my brand new car. This is the Mazda CX-30 S Select Sport in a deep crystal blue mica with a 2.5 liter engine with a bunch of other information that I am not going to be able to remember, with about 29 miles per gallon, 26 city, 33 highway. That's the MSRP for it, and I paid a pretty good price for this because I utilized the Sam's Club auto buying program with TrueCar, so I was able to get a really good discount with that, and I did sort of negotiate a little bit. I stayed true to what I wanted to pay for this car, and I ended up getting it for a really good price. I don't know, I'm really, really excited about this car. It definitely looked black, and even in daylight it still looks almost black, but it is a very dark, like midnight blue. This might give a little bit more of an idea of the color of the car. It's parked underneath a tree right now, and it's overcast because it's about to rain, so it is much more vibrant than this. But I went inside to get my key fob because I actually wanted to get inside the car and turn it on and just show off a couple of the factors inside here that I appreciate. I have not had to use a start-stop button before, so that's actually pretty cool. I've only ever used a physical key. But just immediately there's just this display screen here that I'm able to utilize with this dial to turn this here with my information, entertainment, communication, navigation, and settings. I can hook up Android Auto or Apple CarPlay here, and I can control a lot of that down here, as well as just on the steering wheel. I have a lot of buttons that I'm able to use to access and control that. I like the sleekness of what the interior of this car looks like, because I did go to Honda, so I was between the Honda HR-V Sport, and I didn't really like it a lot. So I wanted to find a car that was similar to the Honda HR-V Sport, and then I saw the Mazda CX-30, and I went over to Mazda, and I test drove both the Honda and then the Mazda, and just so many factors about this car being so much more affordable, less expensive. I enjoy the interior of the car, and the exterior of the car, the colors that the car came in. I don't know, I did not anticipate being a Mazda boy, but I ended up being a Mazda boy, I guess, ultimately when I purchased this car. So this is cool. It had 11 miles on it when I bought it yesterday. So what I want to do now is go to the store to get stuff to make burgers, because today, the day that I'm filming this, is July 3rd. Tomorrow's Independence Day, which just makes me want a burger. It makes me want to go outside and grill. I'm sort of sad because today is also the debut of the Mega Movie Parade over at Universal, which I did not think I would be able to make it to on time because I got off of work like an hour before the parade was supposed to step off, and I didn't think that I would make it, and it was unfortunately delayed for weather. I think that it just stepped off almost like an hour late, like right now as I'm recording this clip. So I could have gone to Universal to see the new parade, but I'll go back in a couple days, hopefully, with Brennan so we can see it together, which will be even more special. And I don't know what we're doing tomorrow for July 4th, but I think that I'm just going to make this one long video just from getting a new car to celebrating Independence Day. So I'm going to go eat some burger stuff. Brennan should be home in like just a few minutes, I think. So I went to the store, and I've been back home, and I'm outside with Arlo, who's my grilling buddy. I have the coals over here. It is getting dark, and I thought it was definitely going to downpour because the clouds were so dark over here, and it sort of seems like they've surrounded the house a little bit, so it might still rain, but it might not. So I'm going to go and see what I can do with these patties here and make some burgers here. I have some brioche buns and then these extra crispy fast food fries. These are awesome. If you ever see those at the store, they're pretty much like McDonald's fries. This garden back up here in the corner of the yard has been doing phenomenally, by the way. It's just like a fun little update, but the coals are clearly heated up, and something that I wanted to do at Fort Wilderness, but we did not do because we didn't have fuel, was this s'mores kit, and I did get some fuel for that, so we might do that later on tonight. To go and flip these burgers. The burgers are almost done, and I'm going to be putting the fries into the air fryer here really quickly, and we're gonna have some burgers and fries for dinner. Look at this fire, wow. So the burgers are done. This is my plate of burgers. We both have fries. So we each have a different type of cheese. So I have blue cheese and provolone cheese. You have cheddar cheese and Colby Jack cheese. But I have bacon, caramelized onions, and barbecue sauce on mine. And then this has lettuce, tomato, and onion, and ketchup. And then what do you have over here?
There's a very jealous puppy in
know.
the corner.
What are your burgers?
Mine's Colby Jack cheese with barbecue sauce.
And caramelized onions?
Mm-hmm.
And we put bacon on both of these too. And to celebrate purchasing a new car, I'm going to have this whiskey that Brennan's dad gave to me for my birthday, sort of ironically, when they came to Fort Wilderness to celebrate our engagement. It has this cool skeleton key on here, blade and bow. This Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey. I have not opened this up yet, and I'm going to have some tonight to celebrate buying a new car. So this is the fuel that I have for the s'mores, which we're outside again now. And I'm gonna go and put this right here. This is our s'mores kit, which comes with these skewers. We have these giant marshmallows, the Hershey's, and then the graham crackers from when we went to Fort Wilderness. And I'm going to light this and see what happens. Cool, there we go. Get them nice and toasty. There's Brennan's right there. I'm gonna go and just put these right here. Look at that. Arlo. Hey, puppy. How you doing there? Are you sad I didn't get a s'more? There's Farley over there with Brennan. Oh, just picking him up. Does he feel like a 10-year-old cat?
Yeah, let's go, Bubba.
And hello from the next day. So it is Independence Day today. The burgers and the s'mores yesterday were delicious. And today we do have plans later on this evening, but right now I want to go to Books A Million to do some editing and get some coffee. Look at this guy in the window right now. Just enjoying some sun. Good morning, Farley. I'm gonna go outside here real quick and say hello to him from outside the window. Alright, I'm outside, and I'm about to head over to Books A Million right now. But there's Farley in the window. Hi, Farley. Alright, I've made it to Books A Million. I'm heading inside to do some editing and get some coffee from Joe Muggs Coffee. This is one of my favorite places. Books A Million brings back a lot of memories. Also with Pokemon cards. Alright, so I got my Millionaire Mocha Frap here, and I'm going to do some editing. Alright, so I'm done editing for now, and I'm just walking around Books A Million. I just love the smell of the books, whether it's Barnes & Noble or Books A Million. I don't know. This is just such a comfortable place to be, specifically because of that. There's some Ravensburger Disney puzzles here. Ravensburger does Lorcana. They have a ton of different graphic tee options, of which I have several of these, actually. And then I've gotten some for Brennan, too, for, like, Christmas. And then the Pokemon Trading Card Game League that they used to have at Books A Million that my brother Travis and I went to. Travis played the game a lot, and I was more focused on, like, the trading aspect of the trading card game, but he earned all those badges. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and head out before I end up buying something that I probably don't need. I've been trying to read the Avatar comics just to expand that universe of knowledge a little bit more. And also, just because I saw this earlier and I thought it was really cool, look at this backpack. Just with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I used to play this game all the time when I went to like Chuck E. Cheese. This is back over where I got coffee earlier and did my editing. And these are the world's smallest toys, and I have looked at these before and sort of considered using some of these for my theme park challenges where I let some random toy determine my day at a theme park. I have a lot of random little games here. Hungry Hippos, Chutes and Ladders, Battleship, Tetris, Monopoly, Connect 4. And then over on the other side, some other games as well. And then this down here. This is interesting. See, I would love to do this. Get some of these little, like, figures with the cards with them. Alright, I'm leaving Books A Million now to go back home because we do have some plans for later on today. So I made it back home right as it started to rain, and Arlo is outside while it's raining. Hopefully this does stop soon because we are going to Fort Wilderness for some dinner tonight and hopefully to watch the fireworks at the Contemporary. Arlo, come here. Come inside, puppy. You're getting wet. Arlo. Yeah. He's just standing outside. Arlo, come here. What are you doing? So it is thunderstorming even more right now and we're about to leave, but look who's in the window. It's Calvin. Hi, Calvin. How you doing? Hi. Happy Independence Day. So it is still raining, and we've made it to Disney World. The plan is to park at the TTC and then head over to the Contemporary to take the boat over to Fort Wilderness. We will see if we can do that. But Brennan, I'm driving a brand new car, and it feels so cool.
Yeah.
Look at this. I have a TV screen in my car.
Mom sent a long message to the group.
I bet she did. Oh my god. In a minute. We've made it to Magic Kingdom. All right, so we just parked. Hi, Brennan.
Hi.
You ready to get some Fort Wilderness barbecue, maybe?
More than ever.
So we're heading over to the TTC to take the resort monorail over to the Contemporary to then take the boat launch, presuming that it's running right now due to the weather, and then go get some dinner. All right, we are en route to the Polynesian Resort. It's pretty weird to go back the direction that we just came. So I just stopped at the Grand Floridian, and we're heading over to the Magic Kingdom. One more stop until the Contemporary, where we'll see if we can take a boat over to Fort Wilderness. We're heading over to the Contemporary Resort. It does not really seem that busy on the 4th of July at Magic Kingdom right now. Fireworks start in about 3.5 hours. And this is where we're going, the Contemporary Resort, to take a boat on the boat launch over to the Fort Wilderness Resort. Hopefully we did see a boat. So, over on the Seven Seas Lagoon. People are already getting their spot for the fireworks. Alright, we made it into the Contemporary Resorts. Hopefully this weather, I don't know, stays the same or gets better, at least until we can get to and from Fort Wilderness. Okay, heading down from the Grand Canyon Concourse to the boat launch downstairs. The weather seems nice right now, but it depends.
Coming off of the building.
What, just all of the steam? Yeah, because Florida humidity, right? This is interesting. There's some lights over here on this photo opportunity. It's pretty cool. I don't see any boats over here, but that doesn't mean that they're not running boats. There's the splash pad and the pool, and people are inside the pool area, so that's good. Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground and Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and we're going all the way down here on the dock. Okay, the boat is here. It did take a little bit, but we're heading to the fort. Okay, we are backing away from the dock. Now, there's another boat over there that pulled up pretty much the same time that this one did. I think that one is going to the Wilderness Lodge, and then the campgrounds, and then the Contemporary, and the other one's going to the campgrounds, the lodge, and then the Contemporary. See, so there's the other boat going to the Wilderness Lodge. And they have a DJ right now. They are blasting those Independence tunes, putting it in the water right now. And look at that. You can see the old dock. Discovery Island. Oh my god, Brennan, look. It's so cool, right? You do not get to see that often. Going into the dock right now. And There are so many people on the beach over here. There's a DJ over here too. There's the DJ over here, and look at all of these people on the beach. Everyone's dancing over here, and we did put in the mobile order, which should be ready pretty soon. There are a bunch of food trucks here too. Look at all of these, like,
I got so many to hand out. He's got the orange down. That guy's got the energy down.
Cool. Look at this. It's Chip and Dale dressed in like little Independence costumes. That's adorable. Pretty much everybody has 4th of July themed golf carts, and we're just waiting outside of Crockett's Tavern. Okay, we're heading inside because the food is ready. We timed that perfectly. Okay, so we got the food over there, and we're sitting at this table over here in the window. So what both Brendan and myself ended up getting is the settlement skillet with fried chicken, house smoked ribs, pulled pork, mashed potatoes, cowboy beans, and cornbread. And then we got a couple desserts here. We got the banana pudding and the strawberry shortcake. And Brendan brought back some barbecue sauce to go along with her beverage of choice. And I think I'm going to go to Crockett's Tavern and get maybe a beer or something, because I did not do that when we stayed here. So that's Crockett's Tavern, and I ended up not getting a drink over there because they were really busy. So I went over here and I got this whiskey mule, whiskey with ginger beer. So we just came into Trail's Hand, and this is the crowd for Hoop-de-Doo. There's actually a massive crowd on both sides. Hoop-de-Doo just celebrated 50 years. So we're heading back to the boat. Now everyone is getting ready for the fireworks. It is very busy in Fort Wilderness right now, and all of these food trucks, just these Independence Day golf carts. There's a lot going on here. So we're heading to the end of the dock to take the boat either over to Wilderness Lodge or to the Contemporary, or maybe directly to the Contemporary. So the boat is finally here, which we were a little bit nervous about because they suspended the boats about 45 minutes before and 30 minutes after the fireworks. And we are heading over to the Wilderness Lodge first, and then over to the Contemporary. We're at the Wilderness Lodge right now. There's the geyser erupting. All right, we are pulling away from the dock and heading over to the Contemporary. Way over there, we are cutting it sort of close. We'll start in less than half an hour. So we're pulling up to the dock right now. The plan is to try to watch the fireworks from the fire escape on the Contemporary, but if that's too overcrowded, we'll try to watch them from somewhere, hopefully. All right, we are walking into the Contemporary now. The fireworks start in about 15 minutes. So we might be a little bit ambitious to think that we can find a good spot this late before the fireworks, but we'll see what we can do. All right, we're heading to the stairs to see if we can watch the fireworks from one of these levels up here. They do seem to be pretty occupied. So we're trying to spot the fireworks, which are starting right now. They're almost at the very top of the Contemporary. I think I'll just film the finale for this. Now. Wish us luck in getting back to the car. So we made it inside, and we actually went around to the other side to go down the fire escape stairs over here, because over there they were just so crowded with people. All right, we have made it into the very bottom level of the Contemporary. Heading inside right now, so I don't think we're going to beat the crowd out of here, but we're at least trying. We are way back here. Multiple monorails later, I think we are finally getting onto this monorail back to TTC. So 1 hour later, we've made it back to the Transportation and Ticket Center. Look at the lights of the monorail. They are red, white, and blue for the 4th of July. We made it back to the parking lot finally. Yay! And we have a car that has air conditioning.
Woo!
And tunes.
And tunes.
So we made it home, and we're outside with Arlo. So fun fact, I got these sparklers for our engagement because I didn't know how I wanted to celebrate our engagement at Fort Wilderness, so I got these and did not end up using them, which is fine because today is Independence Day, so I think it makes the most sense. Use these right now, right? Mm-hmm. And I can go and end the video outside because this has been a pretty long couple of days. But yeah, that was our Independence Day weekend, just sort of around the house. I got a new car. I got a Mazda CX-30 S Select Sport, and I love it. And I have air conditioning, and it's just like a fantastic little car. And then we had some burgers, we went to Disney, we saw the fireworks, we got some barbecue at Fort Wilderness. It was a really, really great,
so foggy.
Oh no, it's so humid outside. Yeah. It was a great couple of days. Thanks for watching. We will see you soon. Have a great day. And goodbye.
Bye.